Good day, my people. You're welcome to this political broadcast. Now, northern Nigeria, they're asking the southeast and the south-south to join them in alliance to remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I repeat, northern Nigeria, they are seeking an alliance with the southern part of Nigeria, especially the southeast and the south-south, to join them to remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This battle is between north and south. Southern Nigeria cannot win an election without northern Nigeria. Northern Nigeria cannot win an election without southern Nigeria. So we have the ADC, which has a northern influence, and the APC that has been taken over by the southwest, the Yorubas. So the election 2027 is between the ADC and the APC. APC is looking for how, well, they can get votes in northern Nigeria, because you cannot. I've said it that Obi needs a coalition support, whatever coalition it is. So the APC knows that it cannot do without northern Nigeria. You cannot use southern votes to become president. The North themselves know that you cannot use northern votes to become president. That is why you see there's this desperation by northern Nigeria telling the southeast especially, join us. The future is bright to remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Some northerners, northern politicians, northern stakeholders have been speaking like they know what will happen 2027. They are very sure that Tinubu will not be president. If you look at their comment, their statements, their press releases, you know that these guys are so much invested to make sure that they remove Tinubu, and they're asking for the help of the southeast and also the south-south. Some people say that the southeast is not relevant when it comes to voting blocks. The southeast is not relevant. Let me tell you, we have three people in Nigeria. We have Buhari, we have Tinubu, we have Obi. In fact, Buhari is one person that has a voting block. Even the supporters of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they are there because of the political power and the propaganda used in driving his election campaign. Obi is one person that has a voting block. They call them the obedient movement. Put that aside. Some people say the southeast, they are irrelevant when it comes to politics. The votes they can give you, highest what the southeast can give somebody in an election is 1.8 million, 1.5 million, 2 million. That they are not really strong players. I understand why that statement is like that. But you know, there are people that can drive support. There are people that if they are involved, if they have political power, if they have people that can influence them, they can drive political support. You see the APC, digital media, whatever that happened in Abuja. These people have been able to understand how they can push some contents that will sway the persuasion of people, gather a lot of people to sympathize for a particular candidate. You see, the Southeast have a way of buying into the sentiments of people to support a particular candidate. However, the Southeast, they are spread all over Nigeria. You see the millions of people out of the Southeast willing to vote for a particular candidate. That is why you see during the election, some people say, if we allow these Igbo people to vote, we know that they will vote for a particular candidate. They have voting blocks all around Nigeria. So do not write off the Southeast when it comes to alliances. Every major ethnic groups residing in every state in Nigeria, the Igbos are part of these major ethnic groups. And you see, if they are going to vote, their vote used to be uniform. If the Igbos support a particular person as president, my brother, their vote will be uniform all across Nigeria. The difference is that other people, they are really focused in their states, in their region, but the Igbos are spread all across Nigeria. That's why some people say in the southeast, look at what happened in Lagos. Suppressing voters, they know that these people have a particular influence. So putting that aside, the question is, should the southeast join alliance with northern Nigeria? Should the southern part of Nigeria, the old southeast region, southeast, south-south, should they join an alliance with northern Nigeria? What is the future joining an alliance? What is the future partnering with northern Nigeria? Remember, the southeast supported a PDP, and PDP in itself was most beneficial to the northern part of this country. And see how the Igbos were treated under a PDP. So why should we expect that whatever it is, whether politicians or whatsoever, that people from the southern part of Nigeria will join an alliance with Northerners? We know that whatever the current administration is doing, they are doing to favor just mainly the Southwesterners. You look at it at appointment, projects, and you see many people having access to the president. People that are coming out to say they are defending the mandate, most of them are from the Southwest, because normally, if you know a President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that man is a giver. And he has taken what he is doing now is that he has become a bit tribalist. Unlike before, he was liberal with appointments in Lagos. You see Igbo here, Igbos will take position and everything. But now the man has changed. So he's uplifting his people and make sure that they are well positioned. We know that happens in the southern part of Nigeria. When we talk about southern Nigeria, some people will tell me that, no, don't call southern Nigeria, call it Southwest. Even when Northerners are like coming out to criticize the governance of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they'll tell you that it is Lagos Southwest. It is not benefiting southern Nigeria. We understand that disparity. But which one is better? My brother, restructuring is better. Whatever it is, if Tinubu APC, from now to the next 6 years, because, like I said, if you don't reform INEC, you cannot win an election in Nigeria. If you don't show a certain type of madness whereby the people are ready for revolution, you cannot win elections in Nigeria. So forget about it. Tinubu is having that edge as we speak. Even as at now, the ADC coalition, they have not come together to have an understanding. And we have few months to the election. I don't know what it's going to be like for them. I don't know what they are planning. Maybe they want to surprise us. I don't know. But you need to reform some institutions of government for you to be able to win an election in Nigeria. So from now till like 6-7 years of the APC, if Tinubu does not play his cards well, nobody has a monopoly of power. After 8 years, you go come out for there. Look at Buhari. After 8 years, he come out. So after 8 years, I think by 2027, he will be 75 years old. So 75 years old, that is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Then you cross over to 4 years. At 4 years, maybe if he wins the election, at 4 years, he may be like 79 to 80 years old, which I believe that it is football age or politics age. It will, like, the guy will just go and relax as a grandfather. But let me tell you one thing. If he does not utilize that power that he's using now, and the problem and the trouble where he don't cause for himself to restructure Nigeria, the Southwest, most especially another part of southern Nigeria, will suffer from the hands of these vultures and wolves that have taken over northern Nigeria, the Fulani, because they are at the forefront of whoever that is going to contest. He must have a Fulani loyalty. He must be loyal to Uthman Danfodio. Top players in northern Nigeria, I've told you, they are the Fulani. So if Tinubu does not restructure Nigeria, you'll be surprised that even some parts of southern Nigeria would align with the north against the southwest. That is a reality. You see, politics is all about survival. In Lagos, we have three branches of the APC. If I can get it correct, we have the mandate, we have Lagos for Lagos, we have 3. Lagos, your Lagos, my Lagos, is a branch of the PDP. PDP has collapsed in Lagos State. They collapsed and they joined the APC. So there are like 3 branches. So everybody is aligned under a political party because of political power. So you will see that 2031 or whatever will not come on board. You see, the North also, we want to, even the Southeast or the South-South does not really align with Northern Nigeria now. By 2031, you see alignment. Because of political power, nobody cares. Nobody cares now because politicians now, they are interested in what they are going to eat. So if it takes the Southeast and the South-South by 2031 to join North against the Southwest, they will do it. It's only a restructuring that will make everybody focus on his state and his region. That is the only thing that I can say now. What is stopping the Southeast from aligning with Northern Nigeria is just 6 years from now. 6 years from now, what is stopping them? If you know the desperation of Northern Nigeria, some people are ready to lose their second term bid to remove President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That tells you the desperation. Some people are ready. Some people are lawmakers from northern Nigeria, lawmakers in the APC. They are ready to lose their second term bid. You know, most of the time, politicians will northern politicians may be different to an extent. They have the guts, they have the liver, they have the spine to stand up against government, if not for the kind of corruption that have been introduced by the APC, whereby most of their leaders, they don't use money, clean their mouth. Northerners can say, we sacrifice the next 4 years. Let Tinubu go. We agreed, we know that we will come back. Fight go deal. You know, say the coalition get wetin they plan for their mind. Tinubu, they look them. Tinubu self get wetin they plan for his mind. Everybody get wetin they plan. All these men are old men. They don't care anything. They don't enjoy life. They don't care. Like I said before, an old person does not really change. An old person who has a habit, and the habit follow and grow into old age. Do you think that old person will change? Do you think that these people then care about anything anymore? Some of them are 80, moving towards 90, while the youths are wallowing as peer. The people that are supposed to be in charge of power are youths. But these guys don't care. If they have been able to hold on to power with gra and everything till this age, do you think Tinubu will agree for them? Or do you think the Fulani, all those politicians will agree? A dog that would get lost, the heavens will make sure that he is deaf to the whistle of his hunter, his oga, his owner. That's how these old politicians are. They don't care. The Fulani will not agree for Tinubu. Tinubu self get your plan. You see that even middle belt, a group in middle belt have come out to say that now we get 2031. Now we get 2031. See, Northwest, they don't they rule now. You see, Northeast now, they are presenting somebody. We middle belt, we now we get 2031. Buhari, Shebi Buhari now Northeast. If I'm right, we get 2031. So there are so many things that will happen from now to 2027. But one thing is sure, that if Northern Nigeria is pretending that it is about competence, who can do the job, it's not about North and South. It's not about your ethnicity. It's not about whether you're from this region or that, or whether you're a Fulani or this. If North is playing that card so that they can push an article, they know what they are doing. If they know that if they lose 2027, when you come 2031, call they tell them, say anybody can run. If you see the kind violence where North go carry come, if they carry their cutlass pursue you come to preach to them that it's not that they are preaching to you now. It's not about North and South. It's about rescuing Nigeria. Now, which day we write that agreement? When they lose election now, you will see say 2031. They will come tell you on. You see another side of these Northerners. You see the hypocrisy. No be here. I don't know, but most of these people are religious. Most of them, they go to church. They are deacons. They go to mosque. They are respected elders and affairs. But the hypocrisy is too much. Why would somebody become religious and be a hypocrite? To what end? That's the problem we're having. To what end? You be a hypocrite. Hey, let's look at this from Olagunsoye Oyinola, former governor of Osun State. President Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is pressurizing National Assembly members to decamp to APC so that APC will have 2/3 of National Assembly and then pass a law that will make him a life president without election. This is an alarm from Olagunsoye Oyinola, former governor of Osun State. Okay. The North, they are watching. So these guys are afraid. The kind of politics that Tinubu is playing now, he go use that one, make himself life president. He go use that and change the constitution. And not go to look. Not go to look. Make Tinubu make himself life president. Now that time you go say, the reason why most of our commander-in-chief does not have much influence on the military is because The military is an institution of its own. You see, military in Nigeria, they are an institution of its own. If military decide not to support your civilian rubbish, and the military is dominated by northern Nigeria, most of their generals are from northern Nigeria, and Fulani has influence in the military. If Tinubu is going this way to make himself life president, you're going to say, Tinubu, military, pass President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I said before, the Fulani pass Tinubu. What Tinubu has is an opportunity to do some sort of restructuring. If he goes that route, because I see, whatever he can use that to do, that influence, if they are able to, if the APC pressurize, they have 3 people, and the APC has 2/3 of the National Assembly, he should use that autocracy, democratic autocracy, he should use that to restructure the country, implement some key, like let the middle belt be carried along, and some people will reason that we need to move forward as a country. But if you are using that to make sure that he makes himself a life president, we used to doubt that they cannot be cool because the military are compromised. See, there's an agenda beyond military compromise collecting money. Like I said, a northern politician can jettison his ambition because of his tribal and ethnic agenda. I don't want the power. I just want our religion. I just want our ethnicity to be in this position. Don't give me power. I can't betray that. And then you're going to say, Northern Nigeria, Fulani, now then the way they infiltrate our system, you go know clearly, most of them are willing to even sacrifice their lives to push for that agenda of Madam Fodio. So I don't believe that a Tinubu would be unwise to push for himself to be made a life president in Nigeria. You know how complicated Nigeria is. You know why Northern Nigeria they are quiet? It's because so that it will not be like, go be like say the force remove Tinubu out. They are quiet because they believe that Shebi Buhari did 8 years, let's do 8 years. If not, the way they go mobilize levels from Aso Rock, from Northern Nigeria to Aso Rock, run everybody, the way Northern Nigeria for Duam, but because they are trying to, these people, we don't want the South to unite. We don't want, if the South unite, you might have a bad reputation. Anything that will make Southern Nigeria unite, because what will make Southern Nigeria unite, irrespective of their differences, is when Northern Nigeria show a different color. If Northern Nigeria show Nigeria like the color they have, because they are great manipulators, then you know. So Tinubu will not want to push for life president without election. According to Olagunsoye Oyinola, he will not want to push for that because he knows that he is not even in charge of the military in the first place. Should then for Middle Belt, they always accuse the military of aiding Boko Haram and this and that. And may the president take decisive decision now. Maybe just they do anyhow with military. They're going to send a message, they're going to bully and small. The military is on a world of its own. Somebody said something that you cannot really like muzzle the Nigerian military as a president if you suspect that the military is aiding terrorists. What you do is that you introduce civilian force, JTF, joint force, so that joint force well trained and prepared to do the same job these military are doing. If the military now see that they are doing the job, you cannot tell military, okay, there's no need. We have people that are doing the job. Like you have this conversation with them to please them, to remove their hand. But now when you don't carry army, enter the whole thing. Army na then they in charge you. That bomb create they happen for Nigeria Delta. You don't put your, how many of these army officers have they prosecuted? I dare the president. They should not do as if they don't know that army officers are involved in 1 or 2 things. He should go and prosecute any of them to show you how influential now today. If you try them, you do them full and talk, you know, here. They follow president, you know, all this criminality, all this corruption thing. Corruption knows how to dialogue with you to allow them continue in their corruption. If they talk to and Tinubu is resolute, that's why I say P2B become president. He's going to run that package of military. My brother, the way they go overthrow him, That is what you know. So he will not try it. But what he can do with whatever he's going to, because I said before, somebody needs autocratic system of governance to change Nigeria. From a good person, somebody with good intentions. If there's no autocracy, my brother, there's nothing, no show. Because democracy, you will not be able to do what you need to do. Should we look at this local government autonomy? Governors don't stop them. And that one, and that level, if Tinubu trespass that level, the governors can go against him. They understand how they play their politics. You don't cross my boundaries, I don't cross your boundaries. I know your boundaries, President. We governors, even though you can use EFCC and police on us, there's a boundary you cannot cross. So look at the local government autonomy now. It's stalled. Look at how it's going. It is only the things that Tinubu can do without the input of the National Assemblies and the Senate and House of Reps that he can do. But such issues as this restructuring, he needs to be in charge of that house by hook or by crook. Because you know why it is hard for Biafra to go? It's because of that referendum. Somebody needs to do something to like tweak this. You know, when you restructure something, you remove the foundation, you reorganize it. You know, they might be gaslighting you and say, follow the constitution now. That constitution is what we want to change. But how do we change it? They criminalize changing constitution or restructuring. They will find a way to criminalize it. So something like autocracy in this current democracy we are practicing is needed to effect a change. I'm telling you. Because this is a do or die affair for Nigeria to be restructured. And Northerners will not be sitting down there and see Tinubu do what he needs to do. He has an opportunity that many other people will not have. Many other presidential hopefuls will not have. Three seats for APC to take over the house. So APC go just do like 3 seats. If Tinubu say, now this one want, Akpabio, now this one want, bam. It don't go. It don't go. The constitution is there. My God. I hope we understand that we are not in easy times. We are in hard times. From now to 2027, you will see what will happen. May God help Nigerians.